This is a picture of my boy Ozzy and I celebrating the final days of his life. It was a celebration of life. We were 22 days shy of 15 years old. He had a good long life. In regard to healing after pet loss, it was very difficult, and even almost 3 years this year in October, and I still get choked up talking about him, thinking about him, looking at pictures. The heartache never really goes away, but it's replaced by joyous memories, knowing that I gave him the best life he could have ever possibly had, knowing that I rescued him from a situation that was just terrible. And his grandparents, myself, and my aunt, and his great-grandma and I all gave him a wonderful life. Some of the things that I did to kind of heal after pet loss was to do the celebration of life. It was a way to say goodbye to him, for my aunt and I to come together because my parents were out of state, and we celebrated his life with treats and toys, playing, and he may not have been in the best of moods, but we made it the best of the day. She brought a cheeseburger from McDonald's. I bought a steak for him, so he had some really good eats, and we had a good time. And our final night together was resting on the floor. I also wrote an obituary about him and shared it with his vet's office, as well as my Facebook page, announcing his passing. Now, I view his pictures in my phone and in the scrapbook albums with fond memories. I still cry. Like I said, it's been almost 3 years in October, but I had great support from family during the time. My parents sent cards. My parents sent toys for his celebration of life. I had full support of my family, which really helped. I am now scrapbooking his life in pictures, remembering his humorous side and playful nature. I journal my thoughts so that I don't forget them. Perhaps one day the memories will become distant and I won't remember them all, thus the reason for scrapbooking and journaling. Chewy also sent flowers, the dog supply company, which I just thought was so touching. As soon as, I think it was my mom, called them and told them he had passed, they sent flowers to me the next day, and it was just a special touch, and they actually used a local florist, which was even more special. My aunt did go with me when I put Ozzy down, since my parents were in another state, so I wasn't alone during the difficult process. I do enjoy my parents' dog now when I visit them and get a kick out of his funny little antics. He's a Min Pin, and Ozzy was an English Springer Spaniel. But I do enjoy when I see other pets and other dogs on the streets. I take a moment to give them a pet and let them know how special they are to their parents. I may never get another dog because of my financial situation, but I do know that I can bring joy in other people's pets by just giving a little scratch on the head and letting them know how special they are. And I have my parents' dog to dote over. So, with a background in counseling, I used journaling, I used meditation, I used prayer, I used talking to my animal to let him know that it was time. We had long conversations about it. I knew it was coming, so we had conversations on a regular basis. You really do know when it's nearing the end of your dog's life or your pet's life, that difficult decision is coming. I hope this helped a little bit along the process of how to heal after pet loss. If you listened through the entirety of this message, please know you're not alone. We have been there. Some have, some haven't, but others can provide comforting words in a great loss. Comment below if you need support. I will be there for you. Please enjoy the picture of Ozzy and I snuggling together. Thank you and have a blessed day.